Here is the ultimate Christmas guide of gifts to give as a minimalist. At the time of releasing this video, it is only November, and I totally appreciate we're at the very beginning of the month, but most people try and get their shopping done really quite early. Usually I'm a September person. I try and get it done quite far in advance so that I don't have the pressure, the financial pressure of having to do it right before Christmas. I've already kind of sorted out my finances so that I can buy them in advance. But if you're not there yet and you're now thinking, right, I do want to get it done before December, then let's talk some gift ideas that you can give to be more intentional and more minimalistic in your approach. So for me, gift giving isn't about the specific items, it isn't about the spend of lots of money, it's about the purpose, it's about the intention with the gift and making sure that it's meaningful to the person that is receiving it. Because I know that I'm guilty of being somebody that would buy random joke presents or random bits of plastic presents that were never really played with for longer than like 5 minutes or used for more than 5 minutes and became like another thing that people were storing in their home. You don't realise that until you start decluttering about how much stuff you have accumulated over various different birthdays and Christmases because you have fed into that idea of consuming as much as possible over that period of time rather than actually thinking about what somebody might need or want. So there are a couple of different categories that you could purchase within as a minimalist. One is consumables, there are also experiences, and then lastly there are physical gifts. So let's go through the different categories and talk about what kind of gifts you could give within this. In total I've got about 36 different gift ideas for you. Let's start with consumables. So first present idea is a hamper or basket full of somebody's favourite things. This could be like a section of jams, coffee blends, it could be chocolates, hot chocolate set, anything that's kind of like food related that could be their favourite things to have. So you kind of need to know the person quite well for this. It needs to be something that is going to be like edible or used so that there's no end product. Also be aware of allergies as well. Think about who you are purchasing for and make sure that you've got those things covered. That's going to make the difference and it's going to make them feel really seen and heard if you know that you've considered all their allergies as well. Second up is a cocktail making kit or some kind of kit where they make something like a winemaking kit. Anything that is kind of giving them an opportunity to learn like a new skill, but it's also something that they're going to drink or eat. It could be like a jam making set. Something that is actually going to give them a product that they're going to eat and then there won't be much end product left over. Gift number 3 is chocolate. You can't really go wrong with chocolate. That is like one of my favourite things. Know which chocolate they like and get a selection of their favourites. Number 4 is drinks. Think about which wines or champagnes or non-alcoholic beverages they really like and maybe you could get a selection of them and give them that. That's going to be something that they can enjoy over the festive period and will be used up and then they won't have stuff hanging around after Christmas. Next up is hand soap or lotion. That is something that's going to get used on a daily basis eventually whenever they start using it. So it is something that is going to be really worthwhile within the home. You could also do bath salts, bath products. They are also great ones. That's creating a relaxing atmosphere for them. So if that's what they need, a bit of pampering, then you could get something that they like. That would be a kind of self-care style gift for them. A meal kit delivery service. So you could pay for a subscription box of a meal kit so that they can have a couple of meals on you so they can try something new but they don't have the pressure of having to do it on a certain day. If you get them a gift voucher, they can book the slot and choose the meals that they would like. So you're giving them the gift of some food which over the Christmas period or in the new year might be a really valuable asset to have a week off where they don't have to think about what they are going to buy. Gift cards. Gift cards are consumable because they are used up, but it means that they have flexibility on what they use it for. It could be an iTunes voucher, an Amazon voucher. It could be a shopping voucher. It could be a voucher for an independent shop near you, like a bookstore. Think about things that they would likely use and make sure that the voucher or the gift card fits the kind of things that they would purchase. You could also pay for decluttering services, and that could be like in the form of a voucher so they can book some slots, some coaching or some in-person sessions where they can get some support with clearing some of the stuff if that's something that they want. Obviously only do that if that's something that they're asking for, but that can have a huge impact on somebody's quality of life. So if they are wanting something like that, that is a great thing to do. I offer in-person within Devon and also virtual across the world. So if that's something of interest, then let me know, send me a message and I will get in contact with you. You could also offer vouchers for babysitting or pet sitting for friends and family. That's a valuable opportunity for other people to get out and have a bit of a breather, or to offer services when they're away on holiday so that they don't have that guilt with it. And it's just a valuable thing that a lot of parents would really love, to have a night off with somebody that they trust with their children so that they can enjoy themselves. Let's now talk about experience gifts. So these are gifts that are not necessarily tangible. They're things that are going to create memories, they're going to create interactions, build relationships. So if you're looking for that kind of gift, then let's go through those. First one is online courses. This might be something that somebody's mentioned that they'd really like to do a course online. Maybe you could research or get them a voucher towards it or give them money towards it so that they can fulfill something that they really would like to do. It could be that they like cooking and want to get better at it, so maybe you could get some cooking lessons or a cooking taster menu lesson where they learn how to make fancy delicacies. So something that interests them would be really ideal for that. You could also do vouchers for Airbnb so that people can have an experience somewhere different. It would give them complete flexibility of where in the country or in the world that they would like to go, depending on the amount, but it gives them some experience in a new place. So that's a great opportunity to get somebody out and about and exploring somewhere new. And if you know that they're going to use it because they're always out on Airbnbs, you know that it's going to be purposeful and they'll be able to think of you when they're on that experience. A family photo shoot is my next idea. This is quite popular with a lot of young families or new couples. Maybe they might want engagement photos or couple photos or a family photo. This is a great one that you can then have a memory for that Christmas time or for that time of year so that they can have the experience together and then have that photo as a kind of finished product. You could also do cinema vouchers so that people can go and see something different, something new, or you could do theatre tickets as well. That's a great one. If somebody really loves the theatre, maybe you could give them a voucher towards it, or you could buy them specific tickets to go with you to something so that you've got an experience together. You could also look at a meal out. So that is having that quality time together, and you could pay for their meal so that they can have a nice meal out without the worry about the finances. You could do a donation to charity in their name. That might be something that is really important to that person. If they really want a charity donation for a gift, then ask them which charity they would like it to be put towards so that they have that little bit of choice within that and they know that it's something that means something to them as well. You could also buy tickets to sports events. That's a great one if they're a sports lover and they really like to get out or they couldn't get hold of tickets for certain things. Same goes for music events. If somebody really likes a certain artist and you know they're going on tour, can you try and get them tickets so that you could go together? Next up is a spa day or spa treatment session so that people can have, so that they can have a nice self-care day or time, either morning or an afternoon, so they can really chill and relax. It might be something that you do together or it might just be something that you gift them to do on their own time. And lastly for this section is holiday vouchers. If you know they're looking to book a holiday, could you get them some vouchers towards accommodation or a package holiday? So get the vouchers so that they can have that money off so they can be more likely to maybe afford it. So that's the experience gifts. Let's talk about some physical gifts that you could give. So there's a range of different gifts that I'm thinking of that would be really purposeful, and this is going to work if you really know the person. So obviously my first option is books, always, and a Kindle is another option alternative to books. So if you know that they really like books and you've noticed that there's some new authors coming out with some new books, then maybe you could get a new selection for them, or you could give them book vouchers. But a Kindle might be a great option because they might be wanting that versatility for holidays and they don't have the money for Kindle. Maybe that would be quite purposeful for them. You could also look at candles. If somebody really likes candles and you know they're going to use them, then that is something that is going to get used up and it's going to serve a purpose. Similar with oil diffusers are a great way to kind of give them a nice kind of spa feel at home by having that nice scent. You could also think about jewellery. If you know there's something specific that they would like, jewellery is a lovely gift to think about, but you need to kind of really know what the person likes for their style. So maybe observe what kind of jewellery they already wear and then kind of buy something that follows that kind of pattern or that style. Next up is tote bags. Tote bags are great because people will need those, they'll use them for shopping or for days out. So at least then you know that's something that is going to be used. You could get different styles, so there's different things to choose from, and you could find one that really matches what they're interested in. You could also look at travel bags. If you know that they're going on holiday soon and they need a new suitcase but haven't been able to afford it, and they've just been borrowing, maybe you could buy them travel bags. Think about things that are going to be useful for the people. Next up is appliances, maybe like an air fryer or a slow cooker. If you know that's something that they are really wanting but can't quite afford it yet, then that's really going to add some value to their daily life to be able to do slow cooker meals or use an air fryer for quick meals. Think about what kind of things would really add value. So this is something that you might want to ask them what they actually would like. And I know lots of people don't like to do that. They like this to give people the surprise of a gift. But if you're not quite sure what it is that they're after, the best option is to ask. It's still going to be a fantastic experience when they open up that present. It's going to be something that they really want, but at least you know you've bought the right one as well that they're really going to use. Next up is cookware. Again, this is something that if you know that they need it is a really great one, because having quality cookware can really make life that little bit easier. That is a great investment for somebody if you can afford to do that. Next up is shampoo bars or any kind of bath products like that would be quite good because you know they're going to get used, but shampoo bars are quite good because they're new and it's environmentally friendly. So if that's something that they want to try, you could look into something like that. Next up is houseplants. If you know that they're on the lookout for something new within their home, a houseplant is a great addition to a home if you know that there's someone that can look after them. Houseplants to me are probably not the best gift for me because I'm very good at killing them. I'm very good at fake plants. So I have dried flowers and I have some fake tulips and that works for me. But yeah, think about houseplants. It doesn't have to be real. They could be fake ones. It could be fake flowers. But have a think about what it is that they might like within their space. Next up is board games. Board games are a great gift for Christmas. They're going to get used. It could be that it's something different they haven't tried before. There's so many different fantastic board games around that it's definitely worth thinking about that as an option. It's going to be creating fun memories and experiences. Next up is books about minimalism. If that's something that's really interesting to somebody and they've really kind of got on this wave, there's loads of different books out there that are great for decluttering and minimalism, like the Home Edit, Marie Kondo. I've also got my own little Acts of Decluttering book. So if you think that might be of interest to somebody, then that's worth looking at. Next up is vases and flowers. So I've already kind of mentioned houseplants, but flowers with a really nice like sculptured style vase might really make a nice addition to somebody's home. Again, it's creating that kind of calm feel. It's that aesthetic that might make somebody smile and feel good. So flowers in a vase is always a good option. And then lastly, journals. You could look at wellness journals or bullet journals. something that you think might interest the person. There's lots of different style ones, there's art ones, gardening journals. Think about something that kind of really suits the things that they're interested in. So those are the 3 different categories of gifts that you could give as a minimalist. And lastly, here are a couple of tips for you with regards to gifts. Remember, quality over quantity. It's not about how many things you give, it's about making sure it's a quality item that is going to be valuable to the person, that is going to last and really add to their life. And then leading on to that, make sure that it's purposeful, that it's going to work for the person that you're giving it to. Are they going to want it? Are they going to need it? Is it going to add something to their life? And also remember, time is more important than things. So giving the gift of your time to somebody is more valuable than you'll ever realise, than you'll ever know. So there are some tips to kind of support the gifts that we've suggested. Let me know down below if you've got any other suggestions of some really great minimalist style gifts that you would like to give or that you have been given before. And I shall be back for more videos soon. Take care. Bye.